All right, back on this whole conversation. Shout out to Barak Jacuzzi. Shout out to him pulling up to Good Morning Trace. Now, here's the thing, right? So, of course, we were out there chopping it up on air and everything, but there's a lot that we never really get to discuss. Hence why we were like, yo, let's jump on to a point where we could talk about just about anything, bro.
Sir.
So talk to me, man. How's it been? How's everything? How's your mental? What's going on, man?
Man, everything's good. Everything's good. When you drop new music, like, what is the word? Like it's like an emotional roller coaster. Like you're happy, there's happy moments, there's terrible moments, and it's all intertwined. So right now I'm in a good space. I mean, I'm just happy to get the album out. I'm just ready to put it out, get it out, be done with it. Ready for it to be my ex. Right now it's my current bitch, so I need to make it my ex. Like right now, you need right bitch to be your ex. So,
but how's that whole journey been? Of course, ups and downs and everything. What have been some of those moments that when you say I'm happy that the music is out, right? But of course, there's those points where you were like, fuck this producer or that or what. What are some of those things that, you remember?
Man, I mean, what I remember, there's a feature that I won't speak on the feature, but there's a feature on the album that didn't make the album, but it's because we couldn't get his verse cleared. And we did the song, made the whole song. Then all these other things came up about, clearance from the producer, clearance from the label. And it was like, how y'all we gonna make a song? And then we had the song for probably like 4 or 5 months. And then it wasn't until I told him, like, yo, I need this song cleared for the album that it now had problems. So just stuff like that, man. Just random things that just come up that are just completely
But let me ask
pointless.
you this. Is it something that happens ever so often? Because we had the same situation. Redson was here a couple of weeks ago, right? And he was like, yo, some producer was out here saying that I didn't get no credits or it wasn't supposed to be like this. And his song was kind of pulled down. What's up with that?
People have their diva moments, I think, man. I think musically, like there's always something. There's always a conversation people can have and get it done. I think sometimes people be in their feelings and they get diva styled up and people make stupid decisions. That affects people's albums and the way the music comes out. That's just the way the music game is.
But let me ask you, who's the hardest producer to work with?
Hardest producer to work with.
Let's call it what it is, right? Because
I wouldn't say anybody is hard to work with because usually the thing that I don't like working with producers are producers that can't give me the product quick enough. Like if we do a session last night, I need you to send me this like today. At least.
Wow.
At least like it's just a demo, like bro, just click a couple buttons, like just let me hear it. But like some producers take forever, like their Wi-Fi. I don't know what they blame it on. That's my word. That's my pet peeve. When people just can't send me the music back quick enough. But the hardest producer to work with, I think on that scale, damn, who's just trash?
Come on, just say.
Who's just trash?
Because you've been in the game for a hot minute, right? And of course, you've worked with so many different producers.
I don't want to out nobody out. They ain't gonna never make me no more beats.
No, but if they're hard, right? If they're hard to work with, right? If you say they are like this, it's probably going to be a point where they're going to think, oh, Barak said that, right? I probably need to change something.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Factory DJs, they gave me a lot of hits, man. But so there's a couple that didn't make the album because they ain't sent it to me. So yeah, but they gave me a lot of hits. They gave me Checky, they gave me Stay in Your Lane, they gave me Lifestyle Part 2. So we got they gave me Tequila. So we got a lot of catalog.
So it's a give and a take. Okay. Now you've got a hot project out. Of course, so many different cards out there. Barak, of course on your album, right? So you've got Scar and all of these different kind of guys. Butro, Silverstone, Bars, all of them, right? But I still want to take it a bit farther, way before we even get onto that. I want to take it back to Tergat Gang, right? And Octopizzo, as we're recording this, he just dropped a music video. And
it looks crazy, yeah?
It looks crazy. I like it. It's really dope. But there's this one particular point where we can see him taking shots, literally in the video. He didn't even use no words. But on the video, he's definitely taking a shot. Like literally, he blows up Calligraph Jones, right? And a lot of people are talking about it. They're like, bro, are we going to get to a point where these two are just going to... Well, let me not say this because I had the privilege of interviewing Calligraph Jones a couple of weeks ago. My man doesn't seem to have no beef with Octo, right? Or Mr. Henry, right? But you're a person who hangs out with Octo quite a bit, right? So what's the deal? What's the deal from someone who knows him?
Man, I mean, the Cali and Octo dynamic has always been like that. Like they're like best friends at this point. It's like, it's like when people are like, what's the word? Rivals. They're pretty much like best friends. Like your rival school is pretty much the school you have a lot of other friends at, So I think they're just classic rivals in the music industry and rap. And even when I'm around them backstage, it's a little weird because it's like
you be with this comp.
Yeah, like I'm with O, and he's got his entourage, Cali got his entourage, and they see each other, and we all there like, is it all good? And they're like, and they dap up, and I'm like, all right. So I think they just, they're classic competitors. They both compete at a high level, at the highest level in Kenya and in East Africa, and when you compete at high levels like that for years, like they've been going on a decade, like
It actually has been. It actually has been.
That they've been neck and neck like this. And so I think when you're just like that, I mean, sometimes people don't have to hang out, man. I don't think Octo wants to hang out with Calligraph. I don't think that's what he would do. Not to say nothing about Cali, but I just don't think that's just, his
but let me ask you
style
this.
Of friends.
What's your relationship with Cali like?
Me and Cali are cool. Like we text sometimes. Like if there's some stuff we got to chop it up about. But we're not like boys like that. But we cool. Like I can call him and ask him something if I need to talk to him about something. We've talked. He did my birthday party like 2 years ago. We did a birthday party. It was my birthday. He came to Melanin. We did Monster on it. Yeah, so I called him personally, and we made it happen. So Cali, we cool. I ain't got no problem with nobody. Cali, give me that feature, man. We good. We good in my hood.
I like that. Why I'm asking that is because I want to get onto the second. Because when Cali was over here, he spoke about how literally he put Wakadinali on, and of course you and Scar, homies and everything, right? Does that whole affiliation to this side or that side kind of get in the way with you guys?
Hell nah. I don't let shit get in the way with my business. That's y'all problem, man. So anything that get in the way with my business, now it's my problem. So I don't mind if anybody hangs out with anybody, to be honest. Even people that hang out with people I don't really like, if there's something that I need from you that's a common interest, let's get it cracking. Your personal endeavors are really, out of my jurisdiction of emotions. So I don't mind if anybody really, unless it's like somebody that's like just a terrible individual, you know what I'm saying? Like you wildin', then I might have to cancel you or something. But other than that, man, it's your prerogative, man.
It's to do whatever.
You're Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown. Let's not even get on that tip.
Hey.
Now, let me ask you this. Of course, heavy feature, already said, Silverstone bars, Scar, and of course, Boutros, right? How's the whole, how would you put it as someone who's in the game, right? Of course, when I listen to that, I can definitely tell that you guys are paying homage to Pop Smoke and, drill in Kenya, kind of huge right now. There's actually Boiler Room, which is about to come on in about 2 weeks or so, right?
Brooklyn Boys.
It's going to be, heavy Wakadinali and they're all Brooklyn Boys, all of them, right? What would you say the sound is like? Like, what's the reception like? When when you're talking to an MC over here, you're like, hey, I want you to jump on. And also from the fans, you do a lot of MCing. So when you speak on it, it's from not just one direction, it's from multiple directions.
Well, let's just go ahead and say this right now. I started drilling Kenya. Me and Octo, the first who started drilling Kenya. I'm saying this right now. Quote me on that. Google it. Nobody else had drill tracks out. Before Cheche, there wasn't shit out. All right, now that I said that, we're moving on. So, I mean, for me, I feel like the sound of Kenya is just forever evolving. Like Kenyans, it's like a blessing and a curse that like we don't have a sound. You know what I'm saying? It's a curse because like everybody else has a sound. SA, you hear an SA song, it's SA. Same thing with Niger or anywhere else. Regionally in Africa, you can pretty much hear like the type of genre or the type of place they're from. If you hear a Kenyan song, you really don't know that unless you're from Kenya. But that means that we have a lot of space to do all these other genres and kind of like we take a little bit of everybody. That's why we have so many subgenres. We got the Kenyan drill, we got trap, because Kenyan trap, rap. We got, Gengetone, and that's evolved from like bongo and stuff. So much. We got so much different styles. We got the Swahili music that's still ours. So with that being said, like we're trying to still figure it out. It's like a renaissance period in Kenyan music right now. There's so many different sounds coming out at a high level. So I think it's one of those things you just got to kind of just feel out. For me, I like to play around with everything. I never say no to most things. I really don't say no to, especially music-wise. So that's just what I've been doing.
Because I was trying to figure out what name to call your music, right? Because you dip in and out of so many different genres, right? But your sound's the same, right? What do you classify your music about? What do you make your music about?
I don't know.
Because let me break it down to you. When I listen to Kuzi, I'm just like, I want to hear some hype shit. I want to hear some party. I want to hear stuff about the girls. I want to hear stuff about the club, right? If you did a record and you wanted to talk to me about racism, I'd be like, okay, Kuzi is on a different kind of tip. But why do you play to that?
That's just how I've been naturally. A lot of my fans, they always be like, bro, like, yo, give me some sad shit.
Yeah,
like, give me some shit I can cry to. Like, yo, I can't be in the club all night. And I be telling them like, yo, it's so hard. Like, personally, I find it hard to be vulnerable on a track. Cause like, damn, you about to tell about your personal shit and put it out there to be played over and over again. Like, it's much easier just to be like, fuck, nigga, it's getting bitches. You know what I'm saying? It's just much easier to say all that, that rah-rah. Yeah. But I know for like my new album's coming out this year, I'm getting real in my sad bag. I've been really trying to execute my sad bag.
Nigga moment.
Yeah. So, and you know, that takes evolution as a person. You know, people act differently at different ages, different stages of their life. And for my last previous stages musically, this is where I was at. But I can see myself getting into different things, and you know, even the way I express myself, like as a person lately, has been a lot different. So I know now my upcoming music, I'll definitely be able to tap into that sad bag. Yeah, and there's a huge market. People love that sad shit.
They really do.
They really do, and they want to connect. They want to connect. So I can't wait. I haven't tapped into it yet, but I've been playing around. So be on the lookout.
So talking about like sad moments and everything, I know as a creative, right? Someone who's really, really immersed in the space, fam. Like, how'd you get over those low days when you're just having a mental low day? Like,
I get high. I know.
That's your solution?
Nah, yeah, I do be high, but you still just be sad and high, really.
Because my thing is this, right? Like, every fucking time I see you, man, you're always happy out and about. You're just like, yo, like, I've never seen you low. But let me know, as someone who's in the industry as well, bro, you can't just be... You know, even Superman, bro, when he's not got his costume, he's really a journalist. He's you know, out there, out and about. Like, how do you go around that?
Nah, I'm an emotional dude. I be sad all the time. Like, I'm an emotional specimen. So for me, I'm not really happy all the time. It's just that I guess I go out when I'm happy. Like, when I'm inside, I'm actually, what's it when you're, what, an omnivert? Like I'm an extrovert and an
ambivert. It's an
I'm a huge introvert, but I'm an extreme extrovert. Like when I'm outside. I'm getting bitches. I'm throwing money. You already know, man. Show me your titties, baby. But inside, like I'm a real, like quiet, like be on my phone, like just like to myself type person. So for me, like when I'm sad, like maybe I'll call my mom. She'll give me a pep talk. Like I cry all the time. Like I be in the shower.
Really?
I cry at least once a week, B. At least once a week. I'm a crier, bro. And it just comes like sometimes like in the moment, if some bullshit happen, I'll probably hold it down, handle it like a G. Then maybe like a couple days later, I'll be in the shower and I just think about it and I don't know, I start crying. Like it'd be random. But that's just how I get over stuff. Like I cry or I get really mad. And you know, I might yell at some shit. I don't know.
Have you ever tried therapy?
Oh yeah, I got a therapist for sure. My parents are psychologists, so like therapy's never been something that's far fetched for me. Like it's been a real.
You've seen it.
It's been a real regular thing growing up. So I have a therapist. You know, I haven't seen her in a minute, but every time the shit hits the fan, I'm always calling Dr. Gashuda. So shout out Dr. Gashuda, man, gangway. But yeah, so for me, I just let my emotions hit me. Like I don't like to fight my emotions. So like that.
So you know, saying that, right? So you take it out, you're in the shower, you cry and all of that. But are there times where, you know, as a musician, rapper, more specifically, you've taken up the pen and written some shit, and you're like, probably this will come out one day?
I haven't. I've never actually translated my actual real emotional hurt into music in the same time. Maybe I've written some sad stuff if I hear a sad beat, but I'm not really sad in the moment. Yeah, I've never actually done that. That's
interesting.
I might try.
Okay, because you know some of the best songs, when you talk to different creators and you hear so many different stories about music, some of the greatest gems have come from. Like I think Scarface or something. There's one time he was in the studio and he was about to rap, and actually, was it Scarface? Yes, it actually is, right? And one of his boys called him and told him about how there'd been a fire at the house. And one of the kids had been burnt, right? And that guy was like, yo, as I'm about to write this, as I'm about to spit this, I just got a call from, and he just poured it out on the song. So that was actually pretty dope. But what is actually interesting is this. I'd be one of those people who've seen you in the industry for years. I've seen you evolve and all of that. And what was interesting when you were coming in for the radio interview today, I expected you to come in with like a whole gang of people, bro.
Man, nobody want to wake up in the morning, dog.
Like, what's up with that?
People just want to be there for the fun times, man. Yeah? If it's not like your cameraman and like your manager, like your real manager, ain't nobody trying to come to you to an interview at 9 a.m.
So it's a lonely job. It's a longer job, right?
It's a lonely job.
It's a lonely job. So let me ask you this. How are you able to kind of take out the fake shit? You know, a lot of because I mean, you're popular, you're cool, you're hip and everything. But how are you able to be like, yeah, this is?
Man, it's tough. It's tough to differentiate like between like friends and acquaintances or like enemies or frenemies. It's all one. It's all in the same pot, you know, because everybody's gonna be in your face, tell you, oh, I like your new song. I ain't even heard the song. Like if I really be like petty, like I could be like, what song? Like all day. But I just let people say what they want because, you know, it's whatever, you know?
Yeah.
So you just got to kind of just understand this is what it is. People, you can't always look for people to treat you the way you would treat them. It's just not the way it works. You'll go crazy trying to figure out why people are assholes and dickheads and don't have the same type of manners you have or who raised them. You know, like you go nuts. Because I'll go crazy trying to think why people be so stupid sometimes. It just wouldn't work. So for me, I just understand that people are stupid. I even tell my girl or whoever I'm talking to, I'm like, yo, when they tell me issues about something, like, you got to remember, people are stupid. Like, once you get that through your head, then a lot of people's stupid behaviors doesn't, like, affect you so, you know, traumatically. So that's what I've been doing lately, and it's been working a charm. People are stupid. So I just always know that. And everybody's fake, man. I mean, not everybody, but in a world, in our industry, it's a fake industry. It's it's real and fake at the same time. It's so crazy. Like everybody's wearing jewelry, it's fake jewelry. Like, you know, people wearing good clothes, but they're broke. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot going on. Like, so you just got to kind of, but enjoy the process. You know, I enjoy the process. There's no, in the words of J. Cole, there's no such thing as a life that's better than yours. So you'll 100%. Go crazy trying to fix things that out of your hands.
What's your longest friendship like? Like one of your friends that you have right now who's, you know, stays true to you, who've seen you all over the years and all of that. What's the longest that you've got right now?
In Kenya, maybe Angela One Boy from Capital. That's my dog, man.
Shout out to KQ Queen.
Shout out to KQ Queen, man. We met when I was at USIU. I was hosting Mr. and Miss USIU, maybe like 2012, and she was a judge because she, you know, was Miss Kenya. And then we met, and we've been boys ever since. And then, you know, I didn't know she was gonna be her. Well, I guess she was already her at the time, but she didn't know I was gonna be me. But we ended up clicking, and we were boys like even that time. Early on, so that's been my dog ever since.
So you're trying to tell me you can actually sustain 100% of platonic relationship?
Of course. That's one of my greatest platonic relationships of all time.
Can you name a couple that have you sustained a platonic relationship?
Of course, I got many.
No. The way you said that in that whole tone, super animated. I got many.
You know, things happen over the years. You know what I'm saying? Things happen, but I've got many platonic relationships that have remained platonic.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. Now, there's actually a song where I'm actually trying to look for that note where you actually said, let me look for this particular note. You were actually talking about was it you in not the most particular words, right? I actually wrote a note down for that. We should have a daughter. That's on the song Needs.
Yeah, make some black girl magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you feel like you're at that point?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I you know, kids cost money though. It's just that if I was balling, I'd have like 10 kids right now.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. Like,
do you have some kids out there that you don't know about?
No. I know about them, and they're not out there.
So tell me, what got you to that point where you're like, yo, of course, Barak, like, I stand corrected, right? And that happens to me as well. In our industry, entertainment, of course, people are always going to have perceptions of who we are and what we're about,
they
right?
Think we're sluts.
Yeah, some of that, right? Yeah. And of course, for you to get to that point, what made you arrive at that?
I like kids. I like family and stuff. And I've been in the game for a minute, and you know, it's all pretty frivolous. Like I just see like. And I've had some scares, you know, they're Googleable scares. And, you know, going through those moments really did kind of make me realize that I would one day like children and stuff like that. It's just that the time wasn't right. The whole energy of what was happening was too crazy. But it did make me realize that I do want them one day. And yeah, I don't want to get too old, you know what I'm saying? So trying to find that right balance. Yeah. But I ain't trying to be like making money, trying to like still make money with a kid. Like I'm trying to just be like, all right.
Okay.
Have my money.
Interesting. Yeah. I like how deep and introspective you get, right? But let me ask you this. What are your biggest distractions?
Women.
Really?
Speaking of kids, not anymore. My big distraction now, probably, what is my biggest distraction? I don't know. I don't think I have any big distraction. Maybe weed. Sometimes you get high, you just, an hour flies by, you just on YouTube.
How much weed do you smoke?
Quite a lot. Yeah. But not a lot. Not a lot, because it'd be loud. So like you don't gotta smoke a lot of it. I be high. Like, yeah.
Do
I
you
was high when I got here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for sure. Wake and bake. You got to start your day on a high note, man. It's a must.
Wake and bake. But is this one of those things where
I don't think I have any bad distractions. Like all my distractions are like the things that I spend my time doing, like working and stuff. Like I work all the time.
So would you actually say you're dependable on weed?
Nah. I'm not dependable on it.
Why I ask you that is because a couple of days ago I was chatting up with one of my homies, right? And he was like super chill. I'm like, yo, bro, what's up? He's like, fam, I'm all right.
He's like, yeah, I'm high.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah.
No, he didn't even say I'm high. And then he went and came back after like, say about 5 or 7 minutes or so. And he was like, yo, what's up? like
it's true, it was having a bad day.
It was so instant. And then I asked him, oh shit, were you at the pharmacy? And he's like, yeah.
Nah, it's true, man. You be having a bad day and then you there in the middle of this, like, yo, you know, you in traffic and you like, yo, this traffic sucks.
Yeah.
And then you just, you're like, you know what, fuck this traffic, man. You know, it just cools you down. Especially for me, like my brain is always moving. I'm always doing, like I do a billion different things. Like as a career-wise, that's the way my brain works too. The way I do hosting and all this,
different
my brain
kind of
is
stuff.
like 30 times worse.
Yeah.
Because it can't even go nowhere. It's just all in here. So sometimes it's just good to chill out, you know, and, you know, we need to legalize it. And, you know, on a financial scale, it could really do a lot for our country.
It really could.
And it could really change a lot of dynamics, a lot of issues, a lot of financial problems that the country's having from a natural product that, you know, we have the perfect climate to
really do.
To
we're growing some tea, coffee, literally would be the same kind of environment.
And the money that it's more money than all those things combined. Like, you know, how many people smoke weed? It's a lot of people that smoke weed. So the market is huge.
But I'll tell you this, Kenyan, of course, it's way more hidden. A lot of people will not smokers.
Of course. But if you legalize it, there's nothing you can say. It's alcohol. Alcohol is the biggest depressing drug in the world.
Right,
you
so I was.
You ain't never heard nobody dying from overdosing on weed. It's impossible. You ain't nowhere. Google it. Nobody's ever overdosed on marijuana. Nobody.
Listen,
name somebody.
We can agree to disagree.
Has.
There's a couple of things here, but I'll tell you this, right? So I was out in Lagos, say about 2 months ago. I'll tell you this: I have never been to a place where weed is literally smoked as much as it is, right?
Oh yeah.
So in the clubs, they just be smoking everywhere. Literally, there's actually a joint over here called Kitchenette. It's a Nigerian bistro. It's a restaurant. How I knew that these guys actually have some really good food was the signs that said, no smoking weed over here, because Nigerians generally do a lot of that. But anyway, I digress. Now, back to you. I see you doing a lot. You're emceeing, of course, music, radio at some point. You got a podcast, which you need to restart again. All of these different kind of things. If you had a choice to not do all of that, would you pick up something else?
For sure.
Yeah?
Sometimes I be saying, like, as soon as I get some money that's outside of entertainment, like outside of like hosting and being outside, like, let's say I start a water company and that blows up. I think I'll be doing music and all that stuff, but it'll be very rarely. Like, I'll just be doing it for fun. Because personally, I like, my real life is lit. Like, I don't need music or to be popular, to have a good time or to get bitches and stuff like that. Like, I don't need it. It's just that it's my job. Sometimes I don't want to be on social media, but it's just that it's my job. Sometimes I be, outside. I don't want these shorties to really know me. It's just that it's my job.
It's your job, yeah.
But I know if I really just had like a water company, I'd just be out in Barbados or, go to the coast, be living the soft life. So I these days, that's my introvert side though. You feel me? Like I would love just to have a whole bunch of money. I'll just start making kids and going crazy, man, for sure.
Wow.
For sure. Like I'll be chilling. Like as soon as this water company that I guess I'm manifesting works out, man, you probably won't see me, man. I'll be a ghost. I'll just be somewhere on the island with like 20 bitches going crazy, looking great, drinking Sprite, just loving life.
So monogamy is not a thing for you. That's what I'm picking up.
It's a thing for me.
Yeah.
It's a thing for me. I'm not too sure.
Let's all get along.
I feel like there's other ways around it. I'm an African man, so
you even change your accent.
I'm an African man. I'm an African man. Come to me now. So for me, I've been in a non-monogamous relationship. I've been in a monogamous relationship. I don't know if it's for me all the time.
Yeah,
I think sometimes, but not really.
You just want to put your head somewhere else.
I like a woman who likes women. I like my women to like women.
Okay, fair world.
I do. So, but that's just me. But
I love it. Thank you for spending all of this time and, of course, letting us into, a good conversation. We've literally touched on just about anything.
Yeah, man.
I can't wait for people to hear this and, of course, your feedback. Make sure you go support the brother, stream his music everywhere. I've been in the car playing all of it.
My G.
As always.
You're a staple in the game. If nobody knows you're a staple in the game, bro. If nobody's told you, bro, you've been putting in work. You're on these niggas' necks, bro. You probably gonna own a fucking radio station one day, bro. You're that type of guy, bro. Mr. Behind the scenes, on the scene. Always there, bro. Love, nothing but love, man.
Bless, as always, man.
Real king.
Bless.